Hello, my name is Tony Westbrooks, and I'm an estate planning, Medicaid planning, and probate attorney and owner of Formula Law located here in St. Louis. And last night, I followed my 22-month-old son down to our neighbor's house so he could check out the dinosaurs hidden in my neighbor's yard. And my neighbor is thinking of putting together a trust. And one of his questions was, I have an LLC of which I'm part owner. If I were to write the name of my business on Schedule A of my trust, would that transfer that asset or that interest into the trust? And that's a really good question. And when I thought about it, I get this question often. What is a Schedule A? Why is a piece of property not on my Schedule A? Or if I just put an asset on the Schedule A, does that automatically transfer that asset into the trust? All great questions. So I want to start by talking a little bit about what a Schedule A is. So typically you find a Schedule A on the back of your trust. It's one of the last pages of your trust. And the Schedule A is literally a list of the assets that are inside of the trust. So typically, when I'm creating a trust for my clients and we're transferring a home into the trust, we will put the address of the property on the Schedule A. So upon the grantor, settlor, trust owner's passing, the successor trustee can look at the Schedule A and understand what assets are inside of the trust. This Schedule A is meant to be changed and amended over time as assets come into or are transferred out of the trust. So if a home is sold during the life of the grantor, then we update the Schedule A to remove the home from the trust. We have the grantor, sign and date a new Schedule A, and that new Schedule A reflects the assets that are in the trust. On the other hand, if the grantor purchases a second, third, or fourth piece of property and transfers those properties into the trust, then we should update the Schedule A to reflect that additional properties are now a part of the trust. And the same goes for any life insurance policies, bank accounts, retirement accounts for which the trust is named as the beneficiary, that we put enough identifying information about that asset so the successor trustee knows which life insurance company to call, which bank to call to say, the grantor is now passed. I am now the acting successor trustee, and we are here to collect the assets. However, by simply putting an asset on the Schedule A does not make that asset an asset of the trust. So I've had several questions from clients. Hey, if I just put the name and number of the life insurance policy on the Schedule A, does that make it an asset of the trust? And the answer is no. There must be some additional documentation completed to make that policy or the death benefit from that policy an asset of the trust. And the same goes for my neighbor's business interest. By simply putting, the number of shares owned by my neighbor in this instance and the name of the business does not make those shares or those units an asset of the trust. So the Schedule A can potentially be misused and also misunderstood by thinking that just by putting an asset on the Schedule A, that it is now an asset of the trust. That is incorrect. So, the Schedule A does exist in this interesting place where it is a living document that is meant to be updated. However, I would recommend that you call your attorney and you tell your attorney that you have added an asset or you've purchased an asset or you have sold an asset or transferred an asset in or out of your trust, and that your attorney can help you update your Schedule A. And we do recommend this, as you add assets, and it's not a terribly hard thing to do, but we want to ensure that it's accurate and that it adequately communicates to successor trustees what assets are in or not a part of the trust. If you have any questions about a Schedule A, or want to learn why your trust does not have a Schedule A, or how to update or amend or change your Schedule A, please do not hesitate to give me a call at area code 314-798-6975, or you can book a call with me at www.formulalawoffice.com. Thank you very much.